Hi, my name is Andrew Banis, and I'm an RN in the intensive care unit at Oak Hill Hospital in Brooksville, Florida. This literature review article looks at 18 different studies pertaining to pop culture, the media, and its influence on the image of nursing. The results show that the actual public image of nursing is very diverse and tends to be influenced by nursing stereotypes. These stereotypes and misconceptions are predominantly from distorted images of nurses in the media, like newspapers, TV, films, and novels. The media plays a part in perpetuating the stereotype of the nurse as angels of mercy, the doctor's handmaiden, battle axes, and even the sexy nurse. Due to these images, the public views nurses as feminine and caring, but not necessarily as autonomous healthcare providers. The presence of these stereotypical images is confirmed in one study, which analyzed the image of nursing in advertising campaigns and found that even though much has changed for women in the 20th century, images of nurses still rely on images of angels. Another study examined 36,000 feature films and found that while early films portrayed nurses as self-sacrificial heroines, sex objects, and romantics, more recent films portrayed nurses as strong and self-confident professionals. It categorized six images of nurses corresponding to six different periods. The first period, from 1854 to 1919, was the Angel of Mercy. From 1920 to 1929 was Girl Friday. From 1930 to 1945, the nurses were categorized as heroines. From 1946 to 1965 was the mother figure. From 1960 to 82 was sex object, and the current period from 1983 to the present day was the careerist. The findings really are diverse. One study recently shows that nurses are seen as qualified, skilled, and respectable professionals amongst the community, while another discusses how nurses and nursing identities are constructed in video clips on YouTube and found that three nursing identity types: the nurse as a skilled knower and doer, the nurse as a sexual plaything, and the nurse as a witless, incompetent individual. Although nurses see themselves as well-trained professionals, the public still sees nursing as low-status profession that is subordinate to the work of physicians, does not require any academic qualifications, and lacks professional autonomy. The public is oblivious to the different levels of education and professionalism involved in nursing. When it comes to male nurses, men were either portrayed as second sex in nursing care or as nurses with different work patterns who are not influenced by marriage. Studies showed that male nurses experience uncertainty from other people meeting a male nurse as a result of stereotypical images. The media and pop culture influenced the ANA's code of conduct as well, the code of ethics as well. Provision 5 states that the nurse has a duty to self to maintain competence and to continue professional growth. Nurses have the same moral obligation to self as they do to others, and they must maintain self-respect, wholeness of character, and personal integrity. Competence affects one's self-esteem, self-worth, professional status, and gives meaning to work. The self-concept of nurses and their professional identity are determined by many factors, including public image, work environment, work values, education, and culture. In Provision 6, nurses have an obligation to assist in the creation and maintenance of environments that nurture excellence and virtues. I believe this provision has led to many of the stereotypes put on nurses. For example, the angels of mercy or the battle axe. The nursing profession is strongly associated with providing excellent care. This caring, however, is seen by the public as feminine and unprofessional. The public should be able to identify with nurses and the work they do, and nurses should be seen as professional advisors or experts. Overall, I feel that this article really demonstrates what the image of nursing was and what it currently is. I agree that the image of nursing by healthcare professionals, patients, and the general public is a diverse one. It's an image that can be good and it can be bad. And I agree that the media, culture, work environment, and self-concept all influence this image. I hope this current period of the careerist continues and nurses are seen as qualified, skilled, and respectable professionals. Thank you.